All right, and we are on. So, good evening, Energy Elite. Thank you so much for joining the call tonight. I want to first do the breaking news. So, Beachbody On Demand, if you haven't already checked it out, if you have it, absolutely check it out. When you log into the account online, you can see the new preview workouts for the hammer, and chisel workouts. One is from Autumn Calabrese, and then the other one is from Sagai. I can never say his name right, even though I met him before. The guy, he is like more geared towards the guy workout, and the chisel is Autumn's workout. So I went ahead and did Autumn's workout tonight. It was a really good workout. Went over cross back lunges, went over dumbbell presses, a whole bunch of different things, but it was a really good workout. And it went by like really fast. It was 30 minutes, but it wasn't like torturous 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm really super excited about that. That's going to be like a huge program. I seen a top coach's results from that, and it was amazing. It was incredible. So that's really going to give people the athletic push that they need if they're already into a workout program and really want to get, defined more muscle. Now, the national wake-up call today was Carl himself. He was discussing planting seeds for success. I unfortunately do not get to listen to that yet today, so I'm not going to lie and say that I did. I always listen to him the next day at work, so I will be catching up on that tomorrow. Did you guys get to tune in to listen to it today, or no, not yet?
No, not yet. I usually do it at night.
Okay. And then October 17th, of course, is Super Saturday. We are doing a themed. It's at Stage AE, and it's a black and gold, so I'm super, super excited for that. Tickets were definitely a little bit expensive, I'm not going to lie, but it's going to be a really, really great event, and we're going to learn so much there. So I'm super excited about that, too. Challenge packs and monthly rewards that are on sale is the 21-day fix or the 21-day fix challenge or extreme, for $140. Body Beast challenge pack is $140, which that's also another great workout, like man or female. There's a lot of guys on the DVD. I haven't ever seen a girl on it yet, but I mean, it's a killer workout. Mel and her husband actually just bought it, and they love it. And then, of course, as we know, we've just previously discussed before we started recording, 21-day fixed and 21-day fixed extreme kickstart challenge packs starting at $180. And Marie, what is the start date on that?
Well, the 21-day fix kickstart starts today by the end of the night, which is already on there, I checked. And then the 21-day fix extreme kickstart challenge pack for $180 is not going to launch until sometime before the end of the day on October 7th.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So if we hit Success Club 5 this month, which there isn't any ifs, we're all going to hit it because we are going to kill this month because it's all 21-day fix month, and we all rock that program. You actually earn a podcast, basically, with the personal development guru himself, Darren Hardy. I actually follow him on all of his stuff. I get the text message emails that he sends, and he is really, really awesome. So I'm super excited about that. That will be great to get on and it'd be good personal development, that's for sure. Now for the top 20 Success Club point earners who are diamond rank or below, they will earn a 15-minute phone call, one-on-one mentoring with Carl himself, and your invitation will come highlighted with your private appointment time framed as well to you in the mail, which is super exciting. Okay, so projected PV, we have Tara at the top with 554. I'm following with 480. Jody is at 180. Marie is at 105. Maria Cousins is at 105. Frankie is at 90. Katie Robbins is at 90. Katie West, 90. Jennifer Collins, 90. Kaylani is at 52. And Melanie Gomez at 30. Right now, we are like just a couple days into the month, of course. So we don't have any Success Club points yet on our team, but that doesn't mean a thing because we're going hard and we're pushing, and this is the first week, and this is our first group that's like free. So we have a lot of great energy in there, and I think it's going to be a really great outcome. So getting into how would you like your perfect challenge group to look like? So when you ask yourself, what do I want my challenge group to look like? Like if you were to dream of the perfect challenge group, what were some of the things that you would ask yourself and how would you want it to run? So these are just things that I had went ahead and thought of. You want people to be engaged, of course. You want them to be having fun because when they're not, it's boring. You want them showing up every day. You want them to be accountable. You want them to be like, oh, guess what I did today? I turned down a brownie. And that's like awesome freaking news in your challenge group. That is accountability 110%. They're showing up daily and they're having fun. And also you want to see them getting results, of course, because when they're participating and they're getting results, they're only going to be paying it forward because they're going to get so excited that they've seen their results that they'll want to join as a coach and help somebody else, if that makes sense. So I've made up this little cute a challenge group quote, and you guys can go ahead and screenshot that like on your phones when you watch the video recording, or I can just post a picture of it in the group on our team page, because you can go ahead and use that image on your challenge groups. So then they know, this is a place, it's filled with motivation, inspiration, love, knowledge, and all the support you need to reach your goals. Okay, so the next thing's next. That doesn't even make sense. You guys knew what the hell I meant. So the next thing is, are you communicating the value of challenge groups? Everything you need to post has to have value. You're basically helping people change their lives. You're growing a business. You're building that relationship with them. And then prime example, are you making it duplicatable? If that's even a word. I don't know. It didn't come up as not a word when I put it in there. So, but prime example is basically, okay, so I'm running this challenge group right now. It's a free clean eating group. I have some of my coaches in with it with me. I run my team calls every single week. We all show up. The people who show up want to work their business and move forward, of course. And am I duplicating it down to you guys, what I also find successful as well, so we can do this together as a team and all be successful? I don't base my success off of you guys. I base it off of you guys on how I want to see you be successful because of your story touched me. Do you know what I mean, if that makes sense? So groups equals accountability equals success, of course. All right, the first part of prime examples is you're always having some place to invite to. Always. There shouldn't be a post that you post that you're not thinking about. A post that you post, there shouldn't be anything that you post that you're not thinking about, like the next invite to the next group. We should be planning out our week according to what we have going on. I know I've mentioned that before in past calls, but there's ones that I added into this. I watched a different podcast, and it was from some top coach who is actually in the Insanity Max 30 workouts. Her name's Danielle, and she is like really awesome. She tells it like it is. And she said that if you see anything on Facebook in your newsfeed 5 times, don't post it, because that you want to be different from every other coach out there. That was actually my main reason why I thought of this crazy ass name that we have going on right now in our free group, like Rock the Croc. You know what I mean? We don't want to be boring. We don't want to be like every other coach out there and be like, join my free clean eating group. So just change it up. Always think creative things. Get crazy. I mean, I tried to do something that was fun and that was me, and it drew attention. And I mean, so far, I mean, we're only on day 1, but everybody is still really, really engaged. And then a really great example is if somebody was in my free challenge group before, they asked to come in again. I said, go ahead and invite a friend, and then I'll go ahead and place both of you guys in the group together. So they had to give me a friend's name or a family member's name before I would just automatically put them in the group again for free, because I'm done with people getting crazy free things every single time I run a free group. I know that might sound mean, but you know, I'm here to help people, and our time is very valuable. So we can only help people who want to be helped. And that doesn't mean just join every free group to get help from us, if that makes sense. So you have your clean eating group. I would just start doing different posts and not just like the average everyday type of post if you want to continue to run that group. The 7-day Shakeology, that's actually a paid group. What you do is, I'm going to actually start one maybe next time around, is you gear people towards just the sample pack of Shakeology. So it's really easier to get them hooked because it's only around, it's like a little bit under $30. And you get to try every flavor: vanilla, chocolate vegan, strawberry, tropical strawberry, and green berry. So you have like the 1 day to prep them beforehand, and then tell them how everything works and see how they're feeling after those 7 days. The next thing is committing to a 3-day refresh. I would do like a 5-day group for that, just to make sure that everybody, you know, has their product in enough time. And then the next one is 21-day fix, of course. You can run any program for 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I just tend not to run programs for 60 to 90 days because sometimes it's very hard to keep people engaged for that long. And you'll notice people dropping off after 21 days, yet alone 30, 60, 90. And then also you can just do a general accountability group. That is actually how I have my Kim's graduates group. Tara, I know that you're not in there because I haven't personally worked one-on-one with you before, but I know Marie is and all of my other downline coaches are. Basically what it is I set up a group where, okay, I have my challenge group here, which is the paid people this month. Then next month, like when they're done with that challenge group, I don't keep them in that group anymore. I have a separate group, and it's called Kim's Challenge Group Graduates. And I place them in that group. And then I post in there and get them motivation and give them everything that I give basically people that I have already been working one-on-one with to keep them motivated, because they already did place an order with me. And I don't ever want them to be like, oh, well, she never helped me. I bought this and then she never helped me. Because I had a customer buy 21-day fix and then it sat in the box and she didn't even use it the whole entire time when she was in my challenge group. So just because that happened doesn't mean that I never want to talk to her again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I want her to know that she's always there to be able to come back to me, and I would gladly help her, of course. So general accountability is your graduate group, basically. And then you're always going to have your free group, your paid group. And then this month, I'm actually going to do we'll just wait until we get to that slide. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Got excited about it. So where to start? Step 1, it's going to be set the date, and you want to invite 2 weeks out. You want to create a good mixture with your invites. So you definitely always want to be personally messaging people. You also want public social media. And then some coaches even do like just open events on Facebook and have people join. I wrote an example down for you on how to personally message. So basically what you want to do to go hand in hand is set your invite on your wall that day, okay? And then personally message them that same day so you can refer back to your wall invite and just say, Hey, I was just getting some things together for my next fitness challenge. I was wondering if you had ever considered joining in one of my online challenge groups. I just posted about it on my wall. I'm not sure if you saw it, but I just wanted to see if you were interested. And it's as simple as that. So, do you guys need me to stay on that slide longer at all or repeat the message?
I took a picture.
Okay. Terry, you good?
Yeah, I'm just writing it down.
Okay. I didn't know if you needed me to repeat anything.
Yeah, can you just repeat what you just said, the message again?
Yeah. Hey, I was just getting some things together for my next fitness challenge. I was wondering if you ever considered joining one of my online groups. I just posted about it on my wall. I'm not sure if you had seen it, but I just wanted to see if you were interested. All right, so the next thing is what you're going to learn about in this business is you're going to make mistakes. You kind of have to approach things just full dead on and tackle it, and you have to fail forward, basically. No matter what you're going to do, don't be afraid to fail in the business because you're always taking a step forward and learning from your mistakes. I always try and tell you guys my mistakes so then that way it doesn't happen to you, and vice versa. We are a team, of course. So even top coaches, like these are actually top coaches' mistakes that I posted on this slide. So the first thing is stock photos. People follow you for you and they don't want to see some picture that isn't you. Okay? Like that's horrible. They don't even know that person. You know what I mean? Okay. The next thing is being sales-like. First off, what's wrong with this is the price is stamped dead on it. The product is stamped dead on it. There's no picture of the actual person, and that's a stock photo of somebody just randomly that Team Beachbody uses. So that's just like all gone wrong in one post. Horrible, horrible. And then the last slide, you guys might be like, what are you doing putting this on the video? But you know those videos online, I mean, I can totally vouch for this too. We all watch silly videos and then we watch it and we're like, wow, I wish I could like get back that last like 3 minutes of my life because that video was so stupid. So just like always make sure you're putting out valuable content posts that people will want to reshare, that people will get something from. So the grumpy cat videos or the silly cat videos and stuff like that, if you're resharing that, nobody's like, if somebody reshares that, that's not benefiting you. Do you know what I mean? So you definitely don't want to use grumpy cat videos. Just no grumpy cats, okay? No crazy videos like that. You're not benefiting from anything, okay? They're cute. They're fun. If you want to watch them, you can. But I'm just saying it's a waste of time. All right. So social media wins. Sorry, this is like Kim overload, but this is all the pictures that I had. And I wanted to show you guys that these are valuable posts that draw people in also. So of course, we have over here one of my before and afters. Then to the right all the way, I look like a hot mess in that picture in this Pure Romance cutoff t-shirt. But my shorts, those were one of my pair of shorts, the last pair of shorts I ever bought when I was 220 pounds. And I was in one leg of them. I found them when I was cleaning my old apartment. And I didn't even care that I looked like a hot mess because you have to relate to people and you have to be real. Nobody's going to want to follow you when they see this perfect looking person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can relate to that. They all see that perfect person. Like a lot of the top coaches look that way too. I mean, in due time, we can all be like that. But I get a lot of people say to me in personal messages that, you know, oh, I just relate to you so much, or I love the fact that how real you are. You don't lie. You don't, you're relatable because of how real you are. So when you don't feel like working out, put it if that's what you want to say. Don't ever backspace when you post. Just post to post, and that means that it's you. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying that a lot. Sorry. Okay. In the middle, we have some valuable snack and meal prep ideas. So I have a late night snack. What I did is just slice up a little simple apple, and I melted some all natural Jif peanut butter in the microwave for a couple seconds, and I drizzled it on real pretty. And if you look real close, I actually put Fitful.me inside of it. So start putting your names on a lot of things. Do you see it? I'm mousing over it right there. So then that way, if anybody uses my stuff, that's okay, whatever, they benefited from it, but it has my name on it somewhere. So that means my blog is going to get visited because that's my blog name. So breakfast burritos, it's a quick, simple, easy whole grain wrap with some egg whites on there, thrown with some measured out shredded cheese. Wrap them all up, wrap them in aluminum foil, throw them in your freezer, put them in the fridge for the week, whatever you want to do. Quick, simple, very easy to do. You can add some different veggies in there, whatever you want in your egg omelet, basically. You can basically put in there as well. This is just still social media wins continued because you want to be the brand, like you want to be your own brand. You don't want, it's kind of like how I work for E.N.E.R.G.Y, and E.N.E.R.G.Y has a paper company that comes in to eliminate paper. It's not like I don't tell people about that paper company that comes in and dumps our paper out. It's just like a staple of what they do. We don't how do I want to say this? I just feel like when you're the image of your own words, your audience connects to you better. So you always, always, always just want to be your own brand. Like I actually think I want to take off my social media like page that I work for Beachbody, because you don't technically work for Beachbody. They're just a staple of your business because you use their shakes, you use their programs, but you are your own CEO of this company. You are your own girl boss, and you have your own goals set up to do whatever your little heart desires to make this company go big. So you have to get creative, which is why I shared all these funny little weird pictures of myself. And yeah, I'm in a bikini in one, I'm in a sports bra in the other, and I don't feel comfortable in that. I don't feel comfortable posting that. But guess what? I did it anyhow. And especially the snow one, it was hilarious. My face is like that because George threw a snowball at me right at the same time he took the picture for me. So, I mean, it's just, you have to be fun with it. And the one Sunday I was meal prepping with the onion down there and my eyes started watering. So you just randomly have to think constantly all the time, like, what can I post that would relate to people? What would people like? Just be yourself and post whatever you would want to post. Okay, so step 2 is getting to know your prospects. So ask questions and see where you can fill in a need, for example. So what you want to do is, what kind of time do you have to commit to your workouts? Ask them, what will losing the weight allow you to do? Because that starts their mind gearing towards what it would feel like if they did lose the weight. So how would losing that weight make you feel? And ask them that, and then them saying it themselves makes them kind of put it in their head as to, you know, what really would happen if I felt like that? What happens if I would lose that weight? And it starts getting their gears turning, and, you know, it makes them a little bit easier to trust you. And once they trust you, it's harder to say no, basically. So the next thing is, you want to check out the Coach Online office. They have a 5-step invite process if you need any help with that as well. that's in the back online office. And figure out their goals, their limitations, and their struggles. All right. Step number 3, we can all easily say that we always hear limitations. So I want you, instead of freezing up when you hear a limitation, I want you to think, I'm going to listen for it this time, so I know what to say. So the number one limitations we always hear is no time, no support, I'm not in shape, they don't follow through, or they have no money, of course. That's the most popular one. And the most popular one is no time for me. I don't know about you guys. What is your most popular ones that you hear people say to you?
No money.
No money. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I don't know how to eat healthy, or I don't like healthy food.
Yeah. They don't know that it's actually yummy, and we can teach them that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you want to relate. Okay, you're going to listen to them and put yourself in their shoes, because we all have been there. I believe every single one of us on this call actually said of the money issue. I know Marie jumped right on it because surprisingly she had the money at that time, which doesn't happen too often, especially when you're a mama bear.
Tax return.
That was it, huh?
Yep.
And then I want you to use the feel, felt, found. I know that we have been over this multiple times, but sometimes when you hear it, you get different takeaways each time. So value them with, I know how you feel. I used to feel that same exact way. I know what it feels like to live paycheck to paycheck. I know it isn't always easy, especially when you have, a family involved, daycare fees, etc. I mean, just get real with them, get personal, and then say, but here's what I found. You could even be like, I saved up my birthday money every single time, or I saved up each time. And you could even say something like, how did I word it? When, take, I think it's like less than $5 a day. If they could put for something away, okay, let's just say $5. They could put $5 away. They would be able to get this in 1 month from now. So it's okay that you can't join right now, but here's what I found. I could tuck away $5 a day, which makes me not eat out anymore, actually. And then I saved that to get that challenge kit to start up. And you can use my story. Heck, I don't care. You can say, and guess what? I actually made my money back in 9 days. And I was feeling like nobody was going to be able to buy this from me. It's over $100 some. Who's going to do this? Because guess what? That's everything I thought. I was seriously like, oh shit, this is over $100 some. Who's going to buy this if I become a coach? None of my friends can afford this stuff. That's instantly what I thought. And now I have a team underneath of me, about 15 people. I mean, some working the business, some not, but everybody is steady on Shakeology too as well. So you really, really do see the potential in the business, especially going to all the events. And that's why it's so important to get to events too. But getting back on subject. So the transition, if they're interested, you want to listen to their goals. You want to use the feel, felt, found. If we can persuade them into it, you want to help them find the program that's right for them and confirm their order. Sometimes it's easier if we get on a phone call. I know others might think that it's scary at first because you're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say sometimes through Facebook. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. You always sit there and you think about what to say through Facebook. If you're on a phone call with them, they hear your voice. They hear, how you love the product, which both of you on this phone call right now really do strongly love the product. You strongly love the program. You strongly believe in it. So even if you're scared, just do it. Just step out of your comfort zone, and guess what? It gets you helping them faster. It gets you that Success Club point faster because you're on the phone with them. And then once they say that and they hear that confidence in your voice about it, even if you're like feeling like you're freaking out inside, really you are confident about it because I know you both stand strong by the product, and there's a money back guarantee at the bottom of the bag. So, I mean, that definitely helps us a lot be able to persuade people as well. But walk them through it on your website and just go through and confirm their order with them. And that's what I challenge you to do this week. If you find somebody who's interested, set up an appointment call with them. Say, you know what? How about we set something up and I give you a call this day at this time on this week? Because that really has helped me. I don't like to do it often, I'm not going to lie, but every single time I've done it, I don't know why I just don't do it all the time, because then I would be like, boom, 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 boom. But every single time I've done it, I've gotten 3 people that I've done it to. I've spent the phone call because it's more personable, you know, it's more one-on-one. You're not copying and pasting stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely more personable. The transition, if they're not interested, that doesn't mean like hit the brakes and lock up and freeze and be like, oh, really? I just worked and spent all this time on them. Oh my gosh. And now they're not even going to do it. Really? I thought they were going to do it. So just let them know that that's okay. And the next few months, you'll check back in with them and see if the time's better for them. That's all. You could even simply say, well, I understand that it's not good for you at this time. How about I check back in with you next month? And that will normally always say yes. I've never had anybody say no, that I can't put them back on my reoccurring list for next month. Okay, so step 4 is rules of engagement. So plan posts on your page daily. You can do that using Hootsuite. I just messaged it to Marie. Tara, I can go ahead and message it to you too, because when you hear it through conversation, you're like, what did she say? What did she say? Marie did that to me like 4 times, so it's okay. I will just personally message it, or I'll put it on the team page so when we play this back, everybody can see it. I'll put it in the comments section below. Okay. You want to be a product of the product. You want to constantly be drinking Shakeology daily. You want to track and share your progress as always. You want to be present and encourage all of your challengers every single day. You want to create your workout schedule for the week because it makes it easier. You want to take baby steps towards your goals each day, as long as with your challengers, of course. You want to share your daily health and fitness activities because they always want to see that. And then you want to eat 4 to 6 meals a day, of course. Step 5 is keeping your challengers, motivated. So create your daily posts, your call to action. We talked about the perfect post last week, so make sure you're having that call to action in there. You yourself lead the energy in your challenge groups. I don't know if you want to believe that or not, but I can definitely admit the last couple challenge groups I ran was a fizzle out because I was not truthfully there. I was posting, but my energy was not there, and they felt that through my posts. You want to lead by example. You want to be the face in that challenge group. They want to know that if you're doing it too, then they're going to do it too. So if you're not posting in it and you're not putting in your workouts or your food or your meal plans and you're asking them to do everything, people aren't going to be doing it because they don't see you doing it. It's, for example, the supervisors at my work, they constantly yell at us to get off of our phones, and we're not allowed to have our phones on our desks. They walk around on the floor with their phones in their hands. You'll go to their desk and they'll be like, what? What's going on? Yeah, it's terrible. So you have to lead by example. Create fun themes. You can use point systems. I personally do not use point systems at this time. I've tried it once. It was a little too confusing. So right now I'm just doing some simple prizes for my 5-day free clean eating group. But the next paid challenge group, I think I might do a paid prize at the end and just make it based off of that month's motivator. So I'll put their picture up through Facebook and I'll make a cute little collage of it and say monthly motivator and then give them a little shout out or something like that. You always want to encourage their behavior and celebrate any weekly stats. Personally follow up with those that fall off the bandwagon. So I would go ahead and, depending on how close you are with the person, I personally would send them a voice recording message just because it seems more caring and they can tell in your voice that you're sincere. You don't want to be like, oh, hey, what the hell? What happened to you, Tara? What are you doing? You're not posting. Just think of a nice way to go ahead and say that. If you need help with that, I can gladly help you with that also. You want to create the value around Shakeology and remind them of their ship date too. Okay, so inspiring your challengers to become your coaches. When you run a successful group that you have good participation in and great energy, you're basically identifying the people who stand out in that group who will be great coaches. So, for example, Marie and I have the group going on right now, the Rock Your Croc, and there's a couple girls in there. It's day one. I can already tell. It's because the energy they're posting, we just have to keep them excited. We have to make sure nobody falls off. I mean, that group's huge. I didn't expect it to blow that big. I mean, I think we got 60 people last time I checked.
I thought it was close to 70.
Oh, wow.
71.
Yeah, because we didn't let people in who were free unless they brought somebody. And we made the incentive also is if you refer a friend to this group and you add your friends into the group, tell us your friend's name, and then anybody who adds people into the group will actually be placed into a drawing for a free prize. And I made a video to explain that. You can check it out on there. I don't know if you've seen it or not yet, Tara. And I actually was just going to do two Shakeology samples and a shaker cup for that gift. But then I was like, oh, then I'm going to have to buy something instead. Just do what you can give away. I originally was just going to do plain old hair ties from like the dollar store or Walmart that were cute with a headband and send it to that person and then have my Shakeology cup and my 2 samples be for like the motivator of the group. But instead, George was awesome. He was digging through some of my old bags that I went to Nashville with. And let's see, I got the Shakeology headband when I was in Nashville. I got these Team Beachbody headbands, not headbands, hair ties. And I got size hair ties. So I'm going to let people have like 2 hair ties or something like that and write them a little personal. I have little cards that I get.
I have the resistance band from Brazilian butt lift too.
Yeah, you could do that too. Like any of our free extra DVDs or anything that you get that you don't use, go ahead and give those away if they're still wrapped up in cellophane or whatever. And then what I do all the time is I send people these little cute cards. Like I get them packaged in a thing from Hallmark or Marshall's, TJ Maxx, anywhere, but they're just blank inside. And it's just like something positive and motivational, and they don't expect it at all. You just get their address from your back online office, and they're just like, oh my gosh. And you want to know something? It makes them feel so awesome that they got that from you in the mail. They're like, oh my gosh. Anything that Chad has ever written me, it's on my fridge hanging up. Like, no joke.
I have mine too.
Yeah, because it's just awesome. It makes you feel good. And that's what draws people in too. So you always want to highlight their results, give them shout outs, encourage them, send them personal messages even when they hit success. If they're doing really great posting, if they're doing really great with their nutrition, if they're doing really great with their workouts, send them a private message or just post in the group like, great job, Marie, this week. And then post a picture of one of her sweaty selfies or something. You know what I mean? Just do recognition. Just always keep it fun, always keep it interesting, and always, make sure you're rewarding them and like recognizing them. And then ask them towards the end, have you ever considered becoming a coach? Because you're already doing it. And that's, that's the people you're going to say that to, who are your identifiers, who are standing out, who are constantly posting, checking in 1 to 2 times a day, doing their workouts. Even like I instantly knew, when Kaylani listens to this, she'll laugh, but I instantly knew she would be an amazing coach because she downloaded a photo app just to send me her cute little collage pictures of all her meals that day. So it was adorable and I loved it. And that's why I was like, oh my God, she'd be great at this. I mean, she just instantly picked it up. She was posting, she loved the energy, and that's what happens. Always offer though, what's next. So the challenge group spinoff, when it gets to like the last Saturday or Sunday of the group, you want to give them an option of what's next. Okay. Do you want to do another round? Do you want to change it up and switch the programs? Because, you know, once you do 1 round of the 21-day fix, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, your body kind of gets used to it. You want to make sure that you are advancing and pushing yourself more and more. Even if you're upping your weights, even up your weights and still use that same program, or just switch it up completely and challenge yourself more. Number 3, you can become a coach, and what can happen is you can let them co-lead your next challenge group with you. So we would go ahead and create a script, and then they would post one certain day, you would post the next day. It's kind of like me and Marie we've created a little certain schedule and pattern that we're posting with together, and we're constantly personally messaging each other like all day, every day, basically, just to make sure that group is running smoothly. Number 4 is gracefully bow out. That does not mean quit your program. That does not mean quit completely. Just means, you know, right now I'm kind of over it. I have to go on vacation for a little bit. It was kind of like, if Jody listens to this too, it was kind of like Jody had a lot of things going on. She had her wedding coming up. She didn't have time for all the crazy, chaotic, all the events, all the, you know, it is time consuming in this business if you really want to push forward and excel in your goals and make that money. I mean, I know it's not all about money, but let's be honest with each other. It basically is, because that's why we're all here today. We have bills to pay, even though we love to help people and it is our passion, but we all still do have some bills to pay. So it does come down to that. But gracefully bow out, that just means place them into your graduate group. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. And they'll be in there when they're ready to kick back up and start again. At least you know they're in there, and they're going to go ahead and motivate people in that group as well. Just find out what works best for you and always fail forward. Just don't be afraid to fail, because that's the main number one thing. You are the only person that's going to hold yourself back. So you personally have to step out of the way to fail forward and move forward in your business if you want to succeed. So don't let yourself hold back from anything. And I believe that is the end. Let me stop the share. My computer screen went black. I don't know what's going on. Okay.